So it's been quite a while since I last uploaded, and oh my, okay, geez, it was longer than expected. Well anyways, the reason for this is quite simple. Over the past few years or so, we've seen a trend in gaming. A massive, glowing, obnoxious elephant in the room. Nothing but greed, apology letters, excuses, and just straight up villainy. It's the AAA gaming industry.
Had a lot of difficulties at launch.
We learned that certain Ubisoft employees,
we didn't live up to the high standards.
And we got a lot of well-deserved criticism.
I am truly sorry.
And this video is me publicly owning up to that.
And for that, I am sorry.
That's it, intro over to the AAA gaming industry. It's constantly lowering everybody's expectations of what we consider good or even passable at this point. Yeah, I'm looking at you, loot boxes. And after so many years of just getting away with this by either buying nice review scores or getting content creators to sell their souls, it seems this AAA tower is finally toppling. Immersive RPGs not being very immersive at all. Shooters that fail to the shooting part, I guess. Remasters looking like it was made by a group of amateurs. And reimagined IPs that come away looking like a cheap clone of the original game that came out 10 years ago. It was ridiculous. And to top it off, we've got a massively multiplayer RPG that struggles with being a multiplayer game. Although most of these games somehow have okay review scores at first glance, it's when you truly look past this selloutery and look to the user review scores. We have finally taken the first steps in the art of giving a fuck about what we've paid for. And while there are still those weird gremlins that continue to defend these billion-dollar companies while they take large, obnoxious, elephant-sized turds on their heads, yes, I think you're just a hater and Amazon has put a lot of time and effort and money into fixing these problems and we should just appreciate the efforts they are going through. Lost for words, I just stare into the blank void of my screen and lose faith in humanity. When I was younger, geez, I've become that old fart who always complains about how things were. Back in my day, games used to be completed on release. None of this day one patch BS, no paid for DLC that completes the game for you. You buy the game, you enjoy the crap out of it, and then you wait until the cool guy who created it comes back to make a sequel 5 years later. But these days, we buy broken games, we sit around while we wait for these broken games to get fixed, watch while one of the industry giants deletes said game over money issues, and then before things are truly playable, they release the sequel, yay! And then we wait 5 years to find out the studio worked every member of staff on the project to death and paid them pennies, all the while the CEO made millions and was a paedophile. Now my callouts are inaccurate, we lose every single team battle, I'm shouting out some pedo's name, and Cassidy is Rodri in our mercy. Can't wait for Blizzard to kick down my door and forcefully take away my Overwatch figure that has a pedo's name plastered all over it. Or even worse, imagine spending the last 2 years playing a buggy pile of arse that had the potential to brick your console out of existence, only then to have EA jump through the door and take the game out of your hands and smash it. Ridiculous, I tell you, it's stupidness right now. I'm still surprised Fallout 76 never went in the way of the dodo and somehow continues to be kicking with its stupid microtransactions and, dare I mention it, buggy gameplay. I felt Bethesda would have shut this monster down years ago, but apparently not. On the topic of game devs that lied to our faces, we find Hello Games, the creator of the very infamous No Man's Sky. Not heard of it? Well, it was that one massively multiplayer universe game that had you exploring untold galaxies and naming planets and monsters as you discovered them. Did I say multiplayer? Pretty sure I did. So did this guy.
Will you be able to play with your friends?
Yeah.
But you know what? Lie. Legit, everything ever said on record about this game was a lie.
Sort of.
And we find it in bargain bins across the world only days after release. It was crazy. But there is a silver lining here. Somehow after all this f***uppery, the game still survives. Well, not only survives, but truly thrives. New updates over the years finally added what they promised, and even much more. So it's not all doom and gloom. Although I don't know if I can count this one as a AAA, as I'm pretty sure they had less than 20 people working on this game. Moving on! Now, with all jokes aside, this has been one shocking year for gaming. Not even the annual Call of Duty or Battlefield can pull people's attention away from how bad it's been. Vanguard, due to its terrible matchmaking, virtually zero stat tracking, glitches, unlimited score streaks, you've got them. Every camo in the game without working for them, why not? With streamers staying away from Vanguard due to poor balancing and even worse matchmaking, it won't be long before this one becomes a ghost town and everyone returns to playing Warzone. Oh wait, they already have. And then there's Battlefield 2042. I mean, I don't even know where to start with this monster. Why not with the Steam reviews? We have over 60,000 reviews on the game at the time of this recording. Mostly negative. How long until these companies will be held accountable for selling unfinished products? I would rather play Roblox Phantom Forces than Battlefield. Reading these reviews really does bring a tear to my eyes. I mean, just look at this. I knew it was going to be messy when a few weeks ago the beta was looking hella funky. But money talks. The suits wanted the money, the shareholders got their money, and all we got was a buggy piece of shit because we hoped EA wasn't going to do us over the way they did. But they did. So it's been a very awkward year indeed. So awkward that it's been a month and I've not felt the urge to make anything due to how boring, bland or broken said months has been for gaming. Now if you excuse me, I'll be going to play Halo Infinite, a game that feels like I played it 20 years ago with very little changes and microtransactions up the stank hole. And there we go, I finally completed a video after trying for many months on end. You're welcome. If you feel like ranting and a game has really absolutely destroyed your soul, put it in the comment section below. Let me know. I want to hear what games people have really been annoyed by. New world for me. I wanted to enjoy that game so much, and for the amount of problems this game has had with the horrible bugs, with the no trading or transactions, with the big ass queues, I mean this game just went from bad to worse. I'm hoping they do end up fixing it because I do really enjoy it in small bursts. Anyways, if you have enjoyed this video, just like, comment, subscribe, whatever the crap happens. And there's 2 videos here, 1 and number 2. And yeah, this has been Monkeymaycrytv. Hopefully next video I'm in a better mood and a game hasn't hurt my feelings. Peace!